What is up, anyone? Welcome return to the Crypto Blitz, your private home on your crypto fix. I'm your host, Ripple Van Winkle, optimistically once having a terrific day, oldsters. It's Tuesday, it is election day over right here within the US, the most important day, one of the maximum debatable days. Let's examine how cutting edge it is going to be wild obtainable. I imply there's no different way to position it. It's going to get loopy out there. Human beings are nuts. We know that specifically when you begin speaking approximately politics, the strains which can be going to be formed today is the remaining day. You got to visit like you have got a precinct, that they call it. You ought to go to where in early voting you may vote anywhere inside your county. Now you're advised where and you need to move vote. Delighted. I would not be amazed that they've already have not commenced lining up. If you have by no means visible it, just activate TV, look up images. It's crazy. I do not know why human beings wait till closing minute. You may want to have simply did it early vote casting. There in reality wasn't that plenty of strains in early vote casting. You ought to have filled out a poll and dropped it in. But appearance, enough of me rambling, approximately that. Today is the day, the most important day of all of them. We're going to discover who the subsequent president is going to be. Yes, there may be going to be a subsequent president. It could be Harris or Trump. Obviously, for the sake of crypto, you recognize who we want. We want Trump. If we get Trump, crypto goes to, in reality, leap. I suggest we're talking 7 to 10 trillion. We're speaking establishments, we're speaking guidelines, we're talking rules, and we're speaking the United States taking the lead inside the crypto race. In this video, we are going to study the general marketplace house. We're going to study what Bitcoin's going to do after the pump. MT gawks a lot of money on the move. We're going to pay attention from Garlinghouse because he is making a prediction 6 years from now. That's something that you want to hear, because this performs into the overall crypto photo. So without further ado, allows leap right into a Bitcoin. $880 is presently a factor 1.6% in the beyond 24 hours. Ethereum coming in at 2,440. It's presently down 1 factor 3% USDT and USDC both coming in at 99 cents, as XRP is a mean lean 50 cents. It's presently down 0.46% total corporate foreign money marketplace cap coming in at $1,315 billion. As I grab a sip of my espresso now, folks, the huge question, the question everyone desires to recognize, where are we going from right here? I even have your solution. Listen to this. So all people think that the markets are going to truly erupt, cross extraordinarily bullish today at some point proper. We're getting a new president. Majority of human beings suppose Trump's going to win, and that they agree with that if Trump gets the vote and he is elected the new president, that the markets are going to begin to kick right off, and we're going to enter this parabolic for section, but pay attention me out, usually when everybody on social media, while all of us in Twitter, whilst anybody all round are extremely good bullish and excellent long in crypto, you understand what occurs down, we cross, you realize. I talked about that mid $50,000 to lower $50,000 variety. Wouldn't it be the appropriate setup proper here for Trump to get elected to win these days in a landslide, like I consider he's going to do? The markets to dip, right? Kill off the market sentiment, the marketplaces to return down. Go to that 50 to 55,000 greenback variety. We may not hang accessible lengthy, but then the bull run to kick off. What do you reflect on consideration on that? Those are my predictions. Look, call me crazy. I don't know, I've been quite accurate. That's what I'm thinking goes to occur right here. We're going to look at dip in the marketplace, and then we're going to see the bull run kick off, and the bull run kick off, and the bull run start. Call me loopy. There are just too many folks who are high quality lengthy right now, who are brilliant bullish, who trust that the markets are just going to rip beginning tonight in some unspecified time in the future, as soon as we determine out who's going to win. You recognize when it commonly works out, pay attention, it's my prediction, right? It's my prediction. But if that does not occur, Bitcoin wishes to keep above 65,000. If that doesn't occur, then we can see it dip into like 62, that breaks 58, after which down we pass into that range. I firstly spoke approximately. Bitcoin Magazine, they place this out, Justin Perot, Donald Trump, takes the lead in the election. They have them up 21.8% poly market. That's in which you may wager on who you believe you studied is going to win. They got Trump within the landslide. I mean, this manifestly doesn't imply something. This is just individuals who want a location bets on it. And I guess you half the human beings that have positioned a few bets on it. Probable the equal human beings that didn't even exit and vote. But it is usually exciting to peer what the numbers are and in which the bets are flooding into. Ash crypto became like Bitcoin has continually pumped, always pumped after the UX collection, regardless of who wins, Bitcoin will constantly win. He's proper. Look, here's the statistics 2013 to 2016 timeframe. You may see right around right here inside the 2016 timeframe we had the elections. What occurred Bitcoin gained on a ripper you can see over right here, 2020. We had the elections. What occurred Bitcoin went on a ripper. You can see in which we are currently sitting right now what's going to manifest next. Bitcoin is going to move on a ripper appearance no matter what takes place here. Bitcoin is going to cross on an absolute tear, proper 100,000 stop of the year, 150 to 175. Our very conservative goals for next year, crypto as an entire is going to cross up times are about to get loopy. Let's just call it what it's far. I do not even understand, like I'm looking to put the phrases around to actually need no phrases to explain what's about to happen. It's miles approximately to be this euphoric. A parabolic green slingshot second. And it's just going to come, it's going to hit difficulty, it's going to soften your face. You are now not going to recognize what is happening. Mainly, if that is your first bull run, you are going to assume it is not actual. However, it's all real. That is why we got into crypto. We were given into crypto for 6 to 8, 6 to 10 months like we are about to enjoy. It is 3.5 years of utter bullshit nonsense. You recognize stress, hair loss, you call it, you name it. And right here we are. Finally, the time and out time is now. Crypto News CoinGate. They said damage in MT-GOX. They're shifting 2.3 billion in Bitcoin throughout transactions. The larger this 2.2 billion seems to be moved to a chilly storage. There you pass MT-GOX. That's what we need to look. We do no longer need to see MT-GOX moving the money to the alternate due to the fact you recognize what takes place when money receives move from wallet to and trade. They cash out. We need to hear the cash go into a chilly garage. And this is precisely what they may be doing. Now I want you to jump into this. I need you to listen to Brad Garlinghouse proper right here because he is predicting that the virtual property in 6 years could be over $10 trillion. Here we move. If now not the leading corporation infrastructure organization around blockchain, we're one of them. And so we're actually pleased approximately that momentum, and we're glad to have Medeco as a part of that family. Speaking about Medeco, so you acquired as an agency Medeco, and you are the sole owner nowadays. It's glaringly a completely extraordinary kind of enterprise, at the least in appearance. We, and I say we because I was the founder and CEO. I'm nevertheless the CEO. So Medeco was targeted on, in simple terms, the infrastructure promoting custody, in particular to the banking establishments. Obviously, Ripple is doing extra than this. How do you spot the two combining collectively and growing synergies, growing price? Customer, bear in mind to take part in our mission in which you may double your capital just by way of clicking at the QR code in this video. Medeco, as you recognize higher than me, has tended to play on the tier 1 degree. Ripple has tended to play under the tier 1 stage, but I suppose there is honestly overlap there that has created a few wonderful synergy. I also assume, as you look at in which the product suite, the opportunity for financial institutions broadly goes, it does not forestall with custody. It does not stop with payments. And so it's absolutely, you realize, how do exclusive banks, one-of-a-kind monetary establishments, take gain of a suite of merchandise that might encompass custody, that might encompass bills, that could include different abilities at the infrastructure kind of company stage. Now higher than everyone, and virtually the Medeco group, which clearly simply done an enormous amount of fulfillment with a pretty small, lean group and competed very effectively against larger, higher funded agencies. But the macro environment around custody virtual belongings is anticipated to be close to $10 trillion via the year 2030. And necessarily human beings are going to want a place to store those property and secure. And they're going to need, with the intention to switch them as well, having correct on and stale ramps. Even a tokenization engine, a number of the paintings Ripple is doing around principal bank virtual currencies or CBDCs. So we think there may be quite a few pieces that come together.